Queens Best Toastmasters participants, good morning.
Good morning.
Today I'd like to present a proposal that will make our awesome Toastmasters Club even better than it already is. And the best thing about this proposal is that at the end of it, you'll all have the opportunity to either approve it or reject it. Even better than that is I did research. Last week at the meeting, in case you weren't here, I distributed a survey to all the participants, and I wanted to know things that you liked about our club meeting, things that motivated you to keep coming to our meetings, things that you wanted to improve, and maybe some things that you disliked about our meetings. And that feedback is so important to us when we're giving our speeches. That helps us to improve our skills, as we heard Justin say. So I wanted to use that feedback model for my proposal to develop it, because I wanted to develop a successful proposal. But before I get into that, I want to address the question of why do we need to change our already awesome Toastmasters Club? Looking up at this banner, look at all the awards and achievements and distinctions that this club has earned. Why do we need to change something that's already working so well? I always say, if you're not changing, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're not learning. And if you're not learning, you're dying. But this club is not dying. Far from it. I'll give you an example of a response I got for what motivates you to keep coming to Toastmasters meeting. Toastmasters has changed my life and lifted me out of circumstances that was not good for my personality. I love it. I am regaining my pride and confidence. I am here to stay. Toastmasters has changed my life. Let's hear it for change. Change is so vital to our development and our growth and to our creativity. In the words of William G. Pollard, the American physicist who worked on the Manhattan Project in the 1940s, he said, without change, there is no innovation. Without change, there is no creativity. Without change, there is no incentive for improvement. Those who will initiate change will better have an opportunity to manage that change that is inevitable. And we all know that change is inevitable, except if you're getting from a vending machine. But the club officers are great club officers of this club. They already walk the talk of change and continual improvement. If you look at your agenda right now, there's a change to our meeting. We'll be meeting more frequently, 4 times a month, and the club officers recognize that as an opportunity to increase the members' chances to speak, to increase their opportunities to learn, to increase their opportunities to lead and to grow. And every week we see members learning and growing and improving. And I could give you so many examples as I look among our members right now, especially the speeches that I heard today. But one that really sticks out in my mind, and she's not here, is Juanita Simmons. And I remember Juanita Simmons when she first came up to talk for table topics, and she was deathly afraid. She kept her head down and her eyes down, and I think she spoke for about maybe less than 30 seconds. The next time she came up during her icebreaker, it was a great icebreaker, I noticed a marked improvement and change in the way she expressed herself, in the way that she spoke, and her confidence. And every speech that I've heard her give, I've seen that continual improvement. Especially last week, she gave a speech on her narrow escape from the World Trade Center disaster. And she used PowerPoint presentation for the first time. And she used Q&A session for the first time. Brilliantly, I might add. She was taking risks. She learned and she grew, as we heard Justin Thompson talk about. That doesn't happen in a vacuum. That happens because all the members here are here to support her through evaluations, through mentoring, through applause and praise, and especially through these feedback slips that you provide your feedback to them. And that is our strength. That is where we get all this improvement from. So here's my proposal. I propose that using our strength, this feedback that we use so well to improve our project speaker skills, I propose that we have a feedback slip for our club meetings. And I'd like to distribute this to you just so you get a look at it. And what this meeting slip will have is it will have a space for meeting strength, a space for meeting improvement, an idea that you think would improve the club meeting, and then a space for solution or proposal. And your idea for improvement will only be reviewed if you have a solution or proposal for that improvement that you're proposing. The drawbacks to this: it's going to create more work for our officers. Our officers are already, yes, they're volunteers, and they already have, I've seen the emails, it's crazy. And you're going to have more cooks in the kitchen, so to speak. But here's my counter to that. Now you're giving the members more opportunities to actively participate in their club meetings. And that was our pledge. We heard Edward talk about the pledge that Queens Best Toastmasters make to actively participate in club meetings. So now you've increased that opportunity for all the members to do that. And the members, the officers don't have to be in charge of reviewing this. You can select a member who's working on the competent leadership manual to complete a project for leadership. Have them review the feedback slips. Have them pick the most popular one, the one that makes most sense, and present it to the executive committee for approval. So it's a win-win, as Ksenia likes to say. We have an opportunity to improve our club meetings, to listen to the members, to have them actively participate, and to complete leadership goals. So now I submit to you, my dear Toastmasters participants, those of you who would approve my proposal, please raise your hand. Thank you. I want to get a good feel of the viability of my proposal. Those of you who would reject my proposal, please raise your hand. I won't hold it against you. I won't hold it against you. I won't hold it against you. Thank you so much for your time and consideration.